First chance to catch up with the North Central women's bowling team. They're in Addison at the Stardust Bowl for the 13th annual Storm Eagle Baker Challenge, hosted by Robert Morris. Head coach Rich Gucwa leading the program through its second season of existence. Now, it's a Baker format, meaning 5 bowlers rotate to play a full game, each getting 2 frames, and sophomore Sabrina Smith gets the Cardinals' first frame, rolling with a nifty spare. This is also a 2-day event, with the Cardinals playing 6 sets of 4 games on Saturday and another 4 sets of 4 games on Sunday. And we're picking up action in the third to last set, the second game, and freshman Kelly Heighway, she strikes in frame 4. Very next frame of the Cardinals' ace in the wing, sophomore Melissa March, smokes home a strike to make it 2 straight, and the Cardinals, they have a chant for that. After a 167 in the second game of set 8, we're zipping ahead to the end of the third game, and Heighway's putting it on cruise control, rolling up another strike. March? Yeah, she's continuing to dominate as well. Despite only bowling 2 frames, she racks up 3 strikes en route to leading NCC to a Sunday high 182 team game. First chance to see freshman Dana Sesnick. Here she is in game 4 of set 8, and it's in the 8th frame. She's cleaning the deck also. Sesnick closing both of her frames, Cardinals scoring a 171. Switching locations for the 9th set of 4 games, and after a mediocre first game, the Cardinals eyeing to come back here in the second. And the strike from Alyssa Niemeyer, that certainly helps. A few frames later, and March trying to finish off a tough split, and even she's surprised by the conversion. March continuing to dominate and steer the Cardinals to a bounce-back 169, a 46-pin improvement from the previous game. Now on to game 3 of set 9, the 11th of the day, and Smith going hunting for the middle pin and hammers it home. Next bowler, Niemeyer, trying to complete the 7th frame, and her roll hangs on the lip as the Cardinals leave only 2 frames empty, completing a 157 team score. Final game of the 9th set, and Sesnick making sure the 3rd frame is a good frame. The freshman has an individual single game high this year of 238, that's tops on the team. Here's fellow freshman Heighway. It's her turn in the 4th frame, and with 2 strikes coming before her, she goes right ahead and makes it a team turkey, 3 straight. And to close out the 9th set, March rattles home another strike. NCC finishes with a 167 before moving on. Yet another pair of new lanes to bowl on to close out the 2-day event, and Smith with designs on getting North Central off to a good start, closing her frame. Senior Jessica Pinero getting in on the action, following up a spare with one of her own, and the Cardinals getting off on the right foot. And then March with some more 10th frame magic, sends in back-to-back strikes to secure a 172 to kick off that 10th set. Second game, in the first-year bowler, Heighway rips a clean 10 off in the 4th frame. She's averaging 149 as an individual this season. That's not bad for a freshman. Third game, as Sesnick looks to finish off the marathon weekend strong, rolls a strike, and it's no wonder why she's leading the Cardinals in average score per game this year with a 156. Finally, it's March finishing off the game with a strike. The Cardinals complete the 2-day tournament 17th out of 21 teams, an improvement from last year as the program continues to build in just its 2nd year at North Central.
It's been awesome, but it's been incredibly challenging. I probably came into it a little naive, thinking I was going to come in and I know a lot of bowlers in the area and knock it out. But it's been challenging. It really has. There's a lot of schools in the area that have started programs. The talent pool has shrunk as a result. We're just trying to develop players, but it's been incredibly gratifying to see some of my players when they started last year to now, and so overall it's been great. But it's been one of the biggest challenges in my life thus far. Well, I would say from day one we've had great chemistry. That's been the real blessing here. So that's really what's normally very hard has been very easy for me. They all get along. They've all got great attitudes. They come to work, and even when we're struggling, they manage to keep their energy up, and it's always just striving to get better. It's been great. I think the seniors help. Particularly Alyssa Niemeyer, who's been with us since last year. She's a great energy, and she really keeps everybody upbeat. Again, it's challenging. We're the new kid on the block. Bowling is a fairly misunderstood sport, so that's always a thing. A lot of people think it's just pick up that ball, house ball, roll it down the lane, knock down pins, get a pizza and a pop, and that's what it is. But there's very challenging lane conditions. There's a lot of science and physics to the game, and it's hard to get that across to the general public. It's kind of the forgotten sport. Well, I love the Baker format. It's really the only true form of team bowling. Normally it's just a collection of individual efforts. Here they can really lift each other up, pick each other up. They're responsible for their frame within the game, so they're actually sharing a game. And I wish there was more Baker. At most of our tournaments we have a Baker, a day of Bakers, but this tournament is fun because it's all Bakers, and I think we bond way more as a team throughout.
It's going pretty good. I really like it. I wasn't able to be on a team in high school, so this is like my first chance to be on a team, and it's a lot of fun and nice to know new girls being on campus. So I really like Bakers because you get to work with your team and have fun cheers. Being like the youngest on the team, we're kind of a little bit more like immature, I guess. So we like to have a lot of fun and come up with different cheers like on the spot. So I really like it. It's very interesting because looking at stuff from last year when I was a senior, I was looking at, like, oh, here's their different scores, like, oh, they're really good. And just to see how the program has really developed and built, I'm anxious to see how the coming years will be. Well, I want to major in elementary education, so they have a really good program there, and I get to start my field experience right away. So the fact that they also had a bowling program was really nice. So I actually created it myself. So it was supposed to be from like the movie where they say like bubble, bubble, boil up some trouble or something like that. So I decided to change it into some bowling terms. So
yeah, Baker's probably my favorite because that we really bond as a team over Bakers because we're not focused on our individual scores. Like we're all trying to help the team, and when we bowl like individually, it's still as a team, but for whatever reason, it's a different mindset, and I think we have like way better chemistry when we bowl Bakers because we're all like working toward the same goal, whereas individual, like in the end it is, but like it's hard not to see like yourself first, but like Bakers, like yourself is gone and you just have to worry about the team, and it's really great. Our biggest goal was to just keep improving from last year. So yeah, we just want to see like improvement from ourselves. Like we know that like we kind of had a disadvantage, so we know that we're not going to like win all the time, but we just want to make sure that we're constantly getting better, bettering ourselves, and just like staying close as a team. I would probably say like the closeness of our team, like we don't have any drama, and we're basically like a family, and like it's a really great experience to add on to the academics because North Central is a great academic school, but like our bowling team, like even though like we don't always win, we have fun and we're really close together, and that's great.